Jamie Grayson holding on CHVN 95.1 FM. Good morning, I'm Kyle Rudge. With us this morning, Jeff Boschman from The Bunker, a ministry out of southern Manitoba. They do some incredible stuff with everything from junior high right on up to young adult to even a little bit older than that. With us this morning, Jeff Boschman. He works out at The Bunker. We've talked with him for the last couple of weeks. So, Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, the youth groups in town had done like a ditch cleanup.
Yeah.
And Kev goes out with his truck and picks up all the garbage bags off the side of the road and takes them to the dump.
And you got recruited into doing that with them.
Yeah, I gave him a hand with that.
That's cool. They do a good job picking up garbage?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, I think the morning that I helped, we were out there for about 3 or 4 hours. We did about, 3 or 4 truckloads of garbage.
Oh, wow.
And he said he had done, 11 or 12 before that.
That's a lot of garbage that's in the ditch.
Yeah.
That's really
and,
gross.
the crazy thing is, 2 days later, they're all full of garbage again.
You don't even notice.
It's a little, some people ask us, why we even bother with it. It's not, we know we're not going to change the city. We're not going to get rid of all the garbage problems, right?
Yeah.
But the city really appreciates the fact that we're taking kids and we're doing stuff with them, and we're teaching the importance of taking care of where you live. Because a lot of people always rag on where they live, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not doing anything to make it a better place, then what's the point?
Well, and if you think about it, I mean, the future residents right there are already out cleaning ditches. I think they'll think twice about throwing that McDonald's cup out the window.
Totally.
Because they're just going to clean it up next week.
That's the thing, right? We had the kids, we took the kids that we're going to be going on a mission trip with.
Yeah.
I think some other youth groups did that too. But they were asking us, well, why do we have to go clean ditches if we're going to be helping kids out in a different country? And as soon as they got out there, 10 minutes into cleaning up, they realized, man, I like cleaning up my town. This is fun. The whole idea became real to them, and they realized, man, if I can clean up my town and have fun with it, how cool is it going to be to work with other kids in another place in the world and help them with their town?
Yeah, I know. And I'm pretty excited to see what your mission trip is going to do and where you guys are going. We'll get to that in a second. That's Jeff Boschman from the Bunker Ministry out of southern Manitoba. Before we get to more from Jeff, we got the City Harmonic now with Holy Wedding Day. That's the City Harmonic with Holy Wedding Day on CHVN 95.1 FM. Something about that song gives me chills every single time. 7:21. Good morning. I'm Kyle Rudge, downtown Winnipeg. 8 degrees on your morning refresh. It is school day 3. And on Bunker Banter this morning, we're talking with Jeff Boschman. And he told us that last week he couldn't come in because he was picking up garbage with youth groups out in the city of Winkler. And this week, we're asking him about his tattoos. If you ever met Jeff, he's got tattoos all over his arms, and he's got the big earrings and all the rest. Jeff, of all your tattoos, what is your favorite one, and is there a story behind it?
My favorite one
your favorite
would probably be my diamond on my left elbow.
Why?
That's a really long story, so I'll make it really short for you. I was coming home from the Cornerstone Music Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And my car broke down just outside of Minneapolis. And I was on the phone at a truck stop with my dad and CAA and AAA trying to get everything all fixed out. And this big guy who basically looked like Santa Claus with every inch of his body tattooed.
That is really weird.
He was the biggest man I've ever seen. He comes walking up to me. He's like, man, I heard your whole situation over the phone. I want to give you a hand. So he set me up with a place to sleep for the weekend because I had to set my car into the shop, and they said, it's going to be 2-3 days till it's all good to go.
Yeah.
This guy's interesting story was he used to build motorcycles, had both his legs broken, and then, so obviously couldn't really work anymore, so he spent years and years and years turning his farmyard. He built an extra house, and he turned that into a guest house, because he lived just outside of Minneapolis, so people's cars would break down out there all the time. And the shop that he took my car to, he had a deal with them that if people need a hotel or something and they don't really have a lot of money, they're supposed to call this guy, and then he would let people stay at his guest house for free.
Huh.
It was amazing. So I spent the weekend there with him, and one day he wakes me up and he's like, hey, they're working on your car right now. We got about 2 or 3 hours. What do you want to do? And I said, man, I don't have any money. I got nothing to do. This isn't even my country. I'll just hang out. I'll just watch nature or something. And he's like, turns out he's a tattoo artist as well. So while he was building on this house and he was helping people, he had also, one of the people he had helped was a traveling tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. And he let him stay there for months And for letting him stay there for months, the guy taught him how to tattoo and hooked him up with a machine and everything. So he starts tattooing this diamond on my elbow, and I'm like, well, how much do I owe you? And he's like, oh, I never asked for money. I just asked what you wanted to do.
That's really cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, Jeff. That's Jeff Boschman from The Bunker, and we'll get some more. That's Jeremy Camp in the Way on CHVN 95.1 FM. This is your morning refresh. My name is Kyle Rudd. School day 3, and it is 9 degrees downtown in Winnipeg. With us this morning, Jeff Boschman from The Bunker. We've been doing Bunker Banter the last couple of weeks just to find out what is going on in southern Manitoba and how lives are being changed. The Bunker is one of these places that are doing exactly that. So, Jeff, last week, of course, was your big fundraising pulled pork barbecue. These are going on Thursday afternoons or Thursday at lunchtime all summer long. And last week, the pulled pork, I know, was a huge success. But I want to know, what is the best part of the pulled pork lunches aside from eating it?
I was just going to say eating it is fantastic. The coolest thing is just the connections we made through it. It's really, really weird the people we've met through making food. We were at Sold, that youth event in Altona this past weekend.
Right.
And there was a guy from a ministry in Cavalier.
Yep.
And we ended up talking about stuff, and now he's coming out on a Thursday, and I think he's bringing some people from his ministry because they want to know why we do pulled pork and how that affects ministry and all that. So that's kind of cool. And Kevin, who's our director, took his family down to Puerto Rico to the church that we've been working with for the last few years. Mm-hmm. And so just to visit and see how things are going. And so he's down there, and these people are having a wedding in the church, and they asked him, they're like, we've heard about your pulled pork all the way here in Puerto Rico. Like, can you please make some of it for our wedding? So now we have the ability to tell people we have international pulled pork.
Yes, you do. It has international accolades.
We're famous.
That's cool. And, of course, you guys will have it again on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff. What else you guys got going on this week?
So this Friday we got a guest speaker coming out from Children's Camp International, and that's kind of it this week. Like, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. This is our mid-month week where we just kind of we rest from everything that happened at the beginning. We plan for everything that's coming up. Because, I mean, next week we got the wind-up party. There's like 3 or 4 different concerts that are happening in Manitoba that I know a lot of kids want to go to.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of barbecues coming up in like the next 2 or 3 weeks that we have to prepare for. Mm-hmm. And then, because in 2 weeks our summer program kicks off, and things really get hectic during the day.
I'm really looking forward to your summer programs. I know you guys do a lot of great work. That's Jeff Boschman from The Bunker Ministry out of southern Manitoba. It's incredible the work they do. That's Mercy Me and You Are, I Am on CHVN 95.1 FM. Good morning, I'm Kyle Rudge. This is your morning refresh, School Day 3. With us this morning, Jeff Boschman from The Bunker. It's a ministry out of southern Manitoba where they're doing amazing work with everything from junior high up to young adults. Incredible stuff out there, everything from concerts to missions trips. And you guys are going on one this summer. Where are you guys headed out to?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Don't ask me to name the church that we're working with because it's huge and I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
But it's cool. They have, the first time we went out, we were helping to build a kind of a community center like this for them.
Yeah.
And this past December, we had one of their guys come out and give a little speech and put on a little dinner for some of the fundraising people out here. And he made the announcement that they're going to be calling their community center The Bunker.
Oh.
So there's going to be a Puerto Rican bunker out there.
That's cool.
So this summer, we're going out there to put on like a little VBS for the kids. They want us to be part of the ribbon cutting ceremony. It'll be fun.
So pulled pork tomorrow. You've got the speaker. You didn't tell me the day, I don't think. When's the speaker coming in?
That is Friday. I should have my calendar open, eh? Friday the 17th.
Friday 17th at the Bunker. Cool stuff. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you.
That's Jeff Boschman from The Bunker out in Winkler. Be sure to check them out. If not today, then tomorrow at lunch. Get yourself some pulled pork. All great and going to a great cause like missions out in Puerto Rico. Here's Aaron Buchholz. It is Walk In It on CHVN.
I woke up this morning.